Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. So tonight we are reviewing the Nitecore EDC33 flashlight. This thing has a lot going on for itself, so let's get into it. Alright, so a big thank you also does go out to Nitecore, who did reach out to me shortly after I uploaded my Surefire Turbo series of lights videos. They did reach out to me and they did ask if I was interested in doing a review of this, so a big thank you to them for making this happen. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. So this light has multiple modes in it. It has an ultra low, a mid, a high, a flood, and a spotlight. And the way that it achieves the flood and the spotlight is by using their newest UHi 20 Max LED light. That's going to be right in the center. And then surrounded by that, there's 8 smaller LED lights. And that's what gives you the ability, again, to go from that flood to that spot. The flashlight itself does have a 4,000 milliamp 18650 battery. It's about 4.55 inches long, about an inch. Is it an inch? Yeah, it's an inch. An inch wide, and it weighs around 4.5 ounces, something like that. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. I tried memorizing, but I clearly didn't. All right, so the one thing that I don't like about the battery itself is that it is an internal integrated battery, meaning I can't take this thing out. So whenever I'm at, say, 25% battery or whatever, I can't take it out and put a brand new battery and just keep going on my merry way. I have to actually charge this via a USB-C cable. Now the cool thing about that though is that you can connect it to a battery bank, you can connect it to obviously the wall, in your car, your laptop. I think even some TVs have a port that you can plug it into and that you can charge it in. So I guess that's cool. But from a tactical standpoint or a SHTF type of standpoint, if something were to happen and I needed to use a light for the entire night, I'm not going to choose this one simply because I have to connect it in order to recharge the batteries. Before we get a little bit further on into the video, I do want to let you guys know that I am going to be giving out this exact light away. So if you want to know how to enter the giveaway, stick around until the end. I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to show you the different modes that you get out of this and the light exposure, because it has a ultra low, low, mid, high, flood, and then the spotlight. So let me get behind the camera and show you what that's like. This is going to be your ultra low setting of 5 lumens, 163 candela. Apparently it's a 63-hour runtime with a throw of 25 meters. Now, camera's doing a pretty good job at picking up the light, but to the naked eye, I want to say maybe 15 meters, something like that is what I'm getting out of it. All right, so a half click, and we're gonna go to the low setting, which is 70 lumens, 1903 candela, 31-hour runtime, and a 93-meter throw. I'm not sure I agree with the 93-meter throw. I can kind of start seeing the fence line there, but that isn't even at 100 meters, so it's close. Another half click, we're going to go to the mid. That's going to be 300 lumens, 8,305 candela, 6 hours and 58 minutes of runtime, and 182 meter throw. So this is your mid. And then another half click, we're gonna get the high mode, 1,200 lumens, 10,500 candela, 2.5 hours of runtime, and 208 meters of throw. So that's what we got right here. If I turn it off, that's what it goes back to. All right, and then this is gonna be a half press and holding to get to the search, aka spotlight. So this is, there you go. This is 1,700 lumens, 54,500 candela, 450 meter throw, and no runtime. And I'll explain why there's no runtime for that. And then the LUMIN SHIELD, if you press all the way down and you hold, aka the floodlight, this is 4,000 lumens, 40,505 candela, 400 meter throw, and again, no runtime. And I'm going to show you why. Here in just a few seconds, as I'm still holding down all the way the power button, it's going to kick it down to the absolute lowest setting. There you go. I'm still pressing. I haven't let off the gas pedal in the back. It's just the light itself has what's known as an ATR, the advanced temperature regulator. And that device is literally measuring how hot the light head itself is getting. And once it determines that it's getting too hot, it actually prevents the light output. And so it kicks you back down to what it thinks is the appropriate setting. So again, if we've got the LUMIN SHIELD right here, it's LUMIN SHIELD, nice and bright, very usable, especially for self-defense, but then it kicks you back down without me doing anything to that ultra low 5 lumens 163 candela. Okay, so as you guys saw, it does kick you down when you're in that LUMIN SHIELD, so I just want to show you on camera what that looks like. And I'm still going to be pressing down. So here we have your LUMIN SHIELD, and then the more that you use this, the less time that you get to use it. See, at the beginning maybe I had about 15-20 seconds. Now that I've done it about 3 times, it kicks it down to maybe 5 seconds that I get to use it. And then another thing is, once you start cycling through the power modes, if I cycle immediately through the power modes trying to get to this high mode right here, it doesn't actually allow me to do that. It only allows me to get to the mid setting. So that part is annoying. So let me show you what I mean. Here we've got the LUMIN SHIELD. It's going to take me to the ultra low mode. I should be able to click. So 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, and instead of going to the high, it goes right back down to that ultra low mode. And that's your high mode. So just to show you guys again, LUMIN SHIELD, 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, takes me back down. It didn't take me to that high mode. Okay, so also on the light itself, it does have a little toggle that you can flip up and down. That's going to be your lockout mode, which is kind of cool, kind of not. I can see why they built it in. If you see the little lock, that means that you're in lockout mode. So pressing it, it's not going to activate it whatsoever. If you have the light on, right, and then you accidentally bump the lock and you put it in the lockout mode, it's going to turn off the light. So that's the part that is a bit annoying to me. Wish that didn't happen. And then you're in full lockout mode. Now when you're in the high mode, I have literally been out here using just the high mode, and I want to say it's got a good throw, it's got a good flood, a good amount of light right in front of me and around me, so it does light up a lot around the area. I think it is very usable, but after about 5 to maybe 7 minutes, it does start to dim down. Even though it says that I have pretty much full power, and I think it's again that advanced temperature regulator that's basically going in and saying, hey, the light head itself is getting too hot, and we don't want it to get too hot to the point where it's gonna either melt, burn, or catch on fire. So if you're looking for a light, say for your house, say the lights go out, or you're looking for a light just for your car, not necessarily an SHTF type of situation, anything like that. Maybe you want to go and you want to walk your dog at night, something like that, and you want something that's super bright, super powerful, just to blind a potential assailant. I think this is a phenomenal light. But comparing it to the more expensive Surefires, Cloud Defenses, mod lights out there, it's out of its league. I'm sorry. It's in a different league, I should say. Those lights are going to be far superior. But for $60, $70, this is a pretty good light. I like it. Personally, not one that I'm going to be carrying. I'm still going to choose to carry my Surefire EDC1 or EDC1 DFT Turbo, but yeah, pretty usable. There's your max LUMIN SHIELD, and then here's your spot if I can get it to actually work. There you go. So now the reason why most of you have stuck around until the end is to figure out how you can actually win this very specific and exact EDC33. Here's what we're gonna do. You're going to comment in this video on YouTube, and you're going to comment with your Instagram handle. Then you're going to go to Instagram, Civilian Warrior Official. You're gonna follow the account. You're going to like the picture of the EDC that I post, and within that post, you're gonna tag 3 friends. And March 20th, I will choose a winner, I will reach out to the winner via DM on Instagram, and all I'm going to ask is for your mailing address and of course your full name, right? That's part of your mailing address. I'm not going to ask you for a penny. I'm going to ship this to you on my own dime. So if you guys get any other types of notifications, any emails, anything like that from any other accounts with the name Civilian Warrior, anything like that, it is not me. It is a scam. If they are asking you for credit card information, to buy a stamp, anything like that, it's a scam. Again, all I'm gonna be asking you guys is for your mailing address. I'm paying for the shipping. That's it. Simple as that, all right? So hopefully you guys found that useful. Hopefully you appreciate this video. If you do, like, subscribe, comment. Every comment helps with the algorithm.